They say there's a stretch of farmland just outside town where the earth itself feels wrong. The fields around it are alive with corn and wheat, but this patch of soil stays black and dry, as if something poisoned it long ago. In the middle of that barren land stands a scarecrow. At first it looks ordinary enough. A crooked post, a straw hat pulled low, a ragged coat that flaps when the wind picks up. Nothing unusual, until you notice it doesn't always stand in the same place. Farmers swear they've seen it move. One morning it leans in the center of the field. By evening it's closer to the road. And at night, when headlights sweep across the empty soil, the scarecrow's shadow stretches unnaturally, as though its arms are reaching for you. No one remembers putting it there. No farmer claims it. Yet no one dares tear it down. Years ago, an old man decided he would. He said it was just wood and straw, and that children's stories had no power. That night he walked into the barren field with an axe in his hand. By morning, his body was found stretched stiff across the dirt, his arms out wide as though nailed to an invisible cross. The scarecrow was gone. A week later it returned, same crooked post, same ragged coat. Only this time its hat was different, the old man's hat. Since then, folks passing the field tell the same uneasy story. If you look at the scarecrow too long, the burlap sack that makes up its face seems to shift. Sometimes it breathes, sometimes it smiles, and sometimes you could swear it turns its head just slightly to watch you go by. One traveler swore that when he passed the field at dawn, the scarecrow stood far from the road. But when he came back that night, it was pressed against the fence, its arms hanging low, the sack of its head tilted as if listening. He didn't stop to check twice. Another story tells of children walking home after school. They covered their eyes, refusing to look toward the field. When asked why, they said, "The man in the straw doesn't like to be seen." And there are drivers who claim that if you pull over too close, the lantern light inside your car flickers. And for a moment, the scarecrow's shadow steps down from its post. No one has ever been brave enough to stand and wait. Not after the old man. They say the Watcher doesn't just scare crows. It watches people, watches the road, waiting for someone to stare too long or linger too close. And if it ever reaches you before you look away, the field won't be empty the next morning. You'll be there, stiff and silent, arms outstretched under the open sky. That's why they call it the Watcher in the field. Because in the end, it isn't straw at all. It's whoever it chooses.
More stories await.